This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Ebusa Boadu TV yaba manyina kwaba famra so na yentinsim akwatia by election eba so gidi na say omaka so mbe chairman for eno ena Bobie Ansah kire say sa chairman buga second vice chairman the main people ayo no kwa chine da ono kwa na we say yoku boss ko chino ono na we say amanfo ko chino comment be o make SMP before boys no omuyi yom tuomra bonten so much no mu jashata wale awakoto stolen cows hwan wan ka se ka na kura hu se enyo no tua hwan wan duty ntenya ne dia shata so na Bobie Ansah reply Captain Smart on Cedi comment na Captain make here reply no so o dey comment bi abet make NDC no abe comment bi make Iwi ani abobre mu Madam Torkonu ya pamono NDC fo ni Agye Bobie Ansah ni Agye.
I don't like supporting blindly. Ade amempe wo wi ase kra no. Se me support ade a minim ade kra me entimi me ntwa loto. Bet any sa niema no menye bi. The reason why I menye say I don't like somebody sitting somewhere determining say a single 24-25 who say no be na tiba bi na ono se medio miniu na obi na mempe sa ade no ade bia me bia me pese me hu na mete de me ye na se yi. So the issue is not about just supporting NDC. In fact, the issue has to do with the principles guiding the philosophy, the ideology of the NDC. Probity, accountability. Probity and accountability. But then American election will come and do that. And I know Meteseminia Yasiminia Captain Smart say apart from the dollar and this in yes. And you see the good thing about the NDC is that they welcome all manner of opinions. Ya no ni adia de na nika. They welcome all manner of opinions. On chire wadwene enya problem bia in NDC. In MPP you can't do that. you can't, you dare not. Right? So let's do this. And I'm making a elections now. You bring a very healthy conversation. When you pick sector by sector, a Juma NDC ayen wo krumha, because just imagine, say NDC decided say the MPP 4-year campaign say Ghana de bibia anko from da. Ghana bibia anko from da. During election no sana MPP for catch Ghana for so Ghana bibia anko from da. Today, for the first time in Ghana history, and there will be the MPP ni be the two Facebook. Dollar no na do 11 no. Now say na say 11 there's so a better chance 17 and 19. MPP ni abani trim say 19 Ghana cedis to $1 a better a chain 11 cedis. Yeah. Last time na me can say we me now for MPP for be bu of say me did you matem say what bro 1,002, 1,003. Ewa wa penso. Ebi kura 15 million. Oko kintampa. Ene. O to bro boto 600, 700. That's all say. Still 1,005 there better check 600, 700. I find it very difficult to appreciate your IQ level. I find it very difficult. And one year no one can see many because I me check your sound no say nipa no so phone dia. What do you say? So at least now, as we speak now, you bet me I check it between how much nana you to fuel per liter just last year. Now say so when you tell me say apart from dollar, I find it weird to appreciate your reasoning. I find it weird. Unless it be a obunefu, fine. So I don't have any problem. But if we need to be real. So I catch them and say, apart from a dollar, nothing. The fuel. Are you not saving some monies after buying 1 gallon of fuel? You are saving more than 12, 16 cedis. And I'm a boy. You ask me, and so what again? Just imagine 23% inflation. And NDC decided say yeah hwemfa ho enkoranim sam renkiane number 45. So NDC decided say omo nya hwe ya enka dollar from 19 cedis no enka say enka ya fancy enka 20 cedis kranka no hye fuel na ya to fuel na yato fuel say 16 cedis per liter. And if I'm buying fuel 12 cedis per liter today, I am better off. How can you convince me? Say we be so iron rods as at last year near to iron rods 92,000 to almost 10,000, 9,000 to almost 10,000. Maybe iron rods. Today, iron rods, 6,900, 7, 7,000. Oh, I am pegging 7,000. Asantimampong. Just last week, I bought some 6,700. So how can you convince me? No, how can you convince me? Say there is nothing happening apart from dollar. How can you convince me? The inflation figures are there, the dollar or fuel or sanema we nyina enya good impact on enyema yekotoso. Go to other places. They have reduced the prices of their fridges, gas cooker, washing machine. I mean, and they tell you why. And why no more catch now? And they say, because of the dollar. It's so simple. You don't need to worry your head over this. Go to the health sector. As we speak now, let me read this to you. 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 Mame bo adewe suncho. That is oh Kwame me mo network yi gumani mu asio awurade nyankopon Jesus Christ kambe se me yi ade we ye de ma health ministry kwame wait go to the health ministry now oko health ministry say eye omomo eko nursing training omo here say afei na oko bank akwa tua forms akoto no I can't do maybe so easy and accessible to them as we speak now first year tertiary students omo enya admission eco school obi enu a tua school fees. You are telling me nothing is going on. I struggle to appreciate. Yes, we can raise issues. You are telling me nothing is going on. Omo a school for tertiary students omo receive you omo esika nyina ya omo bo se okroma yatia we saw it and you are telling me nothing is going on. I work with some Chinese mall at Wasakropon. We have reduced our items like China dolls and other things. Ebenezer Afo. Yes. But I understand them. Sometimes ayana MPP for ni they not almost so if MPP when you are dealing with them nasa what you mean dia sway easily for you to feel like how they are feeling. No. Kwame extra my go to a friend and say and aba go education ministry go and check Haruna Idrisu any honorable Akandoni any idea it started today. Tuition fees of first year nursing and midwifery students slashed by 50%. Continuing students fees reduced. You are telling me nothing is going on. Today. Obi abet me afre honorable Akando and ask him today. Tuition fees of first year nursing and midwifery. Yeah, say MPP ombe bohu eja data. MPP be bohu ja data. Na almost said that to nidin. Ebi akra ombe bia frɛ no a nurse fo ajanka kuno. Say nurse fo emwa kuo bibi. Yes, MPP. MPP will not come out with this policy for a nursing and midwifery students. And there MPP for the policy we be back a health sector. Wa bra omo emoja. But you know NDC and the way they do their things. Sometimes men on me person mo kono yo ye we ni bi. But yes, they have their traditions and culture. And that's how they do their things. And this year is a ahwenepa and kasa. They know they talk. But politics, you know, so yet there be a mekan wasem etre womo. So dear we are more than yet emwa. And you are telling me nothing is going on. Man, that was a commander, don't mind them. I'm watching you live from Paga border at Clayton Track Tire. Now at 3,000 Ghana cedis in 2024. Now you can buy it 2,400. Abbas Sedu. And you are telling me nothing is happening. Well, if you are angry, yes, we can all sit down. Because Charlie, you know, so the before the I want to tell you that it is a then we can Say before now about there, fine, we can sit down and talk about it. But say yeah before there, say we are betting me. I can't just say nothing is going on. Oh come on. Within 8, the MPP themselves appreciate that. Look, Juma John Mahama ne that say 50 or 60 ministers that I know. Go to Kumasi. Go and check what Amakoyine is doing in Ashanti region. Within 8 months. Go check Haruna Idrisu, a ministry. And you are telling me nothing is going on. Kwa se kawawa se kwabra woni yante onte da. So I said before na about there, and yes, because so if it be so there, Charlie, for that one, me and my brother we agree, and my sister and Nana Jack we agree. But if you know be so there, Agye. All right, so said Meka, yes, when you tell me nothing is going on, I find it very difficult to appreciate it. Because yes, pick ministry by ministry. And then I am saying, I think I heard it today. So I'm gonna say common fund for various district assemblies. They should use it to build schools and hospitals, right? Some time back, all these monies were kept at the presidency. So when you tell me nothing is happening, I mentiase. Go to MP, the reforms there. They are making changes. And they are making changes. Go to other sectors. Call NHIA. Kabra Kando, right? 60 motorcycles have been provided to the Western North Health Directorate to enhance healthcare delivery and strengthen service accessibility across the region. How can you convince me that nothing is happening? Convince me saying Christopher, therefore, so what is happening to the Ora? Ora no there. So I can say Ora no na issue. I will agree. So we need to pick the things. You don't need to lump it. We need to pick it. When you're picking your man one by one, then we can have a very healthy conversation. You understand? So when you talk about oral, yes, I share the same sentiments. I share the same. Last week na Minuya Aye Wahasi. Also, by this time now, MPP in 2017. This time MPP near prosecutions bia. No bia we are here now prosecutions. It tells you that NDC and Yahweh, they just lied against them. So if you are telling me that most no you didn't try to go almost a catch them and then we move on. But if indeed and Yema and second opposition you know, and 6 months down the line we are here, Kwame, then there's a problem. Then there's a problem. But that is not my point. I'll come there. You can't tell me, go to Dr. Hannah Bisiu, go to Free Zones Board, Dr. Mary Awusi's office. The kind of reforms. Go there. Agric Ministry. And Kukwankitenkiti project. You're a media house. Talk to the minister. NSS hey national service crowd de massa adwuma e koso wo ho no enye better o say your friend say broiler broiler enkoko no ukwa bonten a 200 230 broiler from your friend say NSS farms MPP wo yanti na minim kra say national service secretariat or more farms today don't go for saying in the boss and I said go and check. You can buy broiler as cheap as 100 Ghana cedis. Go to Tema Port. Go to Tema Port. NIA. Yaya Koku. Go there. The one must see ja NIA Emma Yaya Koku. Now go share Juma. Sa young man aye ewo NIA. The sacrifices he's making. Look at Basintele. Why expanding the scope, meeting with interested groups. Now saying fire service. Omdi nipa say na koye. Now say fire service. Then other so 5,000, right? Wow. Amabua, what are you, sir? Are your friends? Water Gatsi? Water Gatsi? Where your NSS?
Yes, NSS.
Farms?
Yeah, Kumawu.
Where Kumawu? Omo Dabro. 1,500 acres of maize farm. And Omoye. And you're telling me nothing is going on. I find it very difficult. I find it, this is national. Look, until recently, Ghana for Ukraine News has said national service for one sase across the country and the operations director, that is Donko Fuseni, he's moving like a lion. Donko is moving like a lion. Concern reforms are to be Kwachinumaye or Ghana gas. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. You don't know, I say, I could be a friend in Lamte or Ghana gas one way Ghana or then Semnam. But on another 70 days, so later we will face him at the right time. That guy will come and face him at the right time, so no worries. But come on, please, Charlie. Yendi no kra mai ho kakra o. Yendi no kra mai ho kakra. Eno kra wo ka no kra bibi anya o. Yendi no kra mai ho kakra. The crow from market 8 years. Obi about power 8 months. The crow from market is almost ready. Oka se we chire Kumasi ni se bibi ankoso a. Ebe de no atwase. The only difference is that MPP, even when omuye two are, they make noise. MPP are noisy neighbors, noisy opposition party. So if you don't take care, noise we're feeling like BBI basa. If you don't take your time and sit back and do your analysis well, everyone feeling say BBI basa. Yeah, that is MPP for you. Me, if indeed 8 months, na BBI ankoswa. Come on. Na sabeta frache. Ye wini abey, ye wini abey. JM president. Me, I've known JM from 2008. Me ba sempa FM foforo. Enti me nya wo ewo ni fie. But o wini abey obedi president me hu no krada. Ti yen na obi ana mo bo ne bra. Any NDC go wrong at me Bobie say my some microphone mean to me nka 70 nka say there over am there na be me. Won't me nyame hwe because me ano baby I want me ma ho no aba be yem bibi mesra na ama me a fa. Omuye me kwasra dwuma baby no ama me a means obio. So we dey nya force so no nya opposition mean to me di watem mean to me no nko mean to me nya hwe. When you are there, you understand? So, I beg. Issue I be so. Another issue I be person me tifri real quick. Na me koye adwuma. The issue with maybe come security issues are. And I will appreciate it. And let me say this to the NDC. To be honest, streets no munye. Yan can't no crunch NDC. Streets no mu enye. Because Kwame, I every last week Friday, I couldn't believe myself like yes, celebrating Omo 3 separate gathering in the pattern out of gunfire. So when you give me Cedi appreciation, you give me all the economic indicators, and I don't feel safe. That is where I may side with Captain Smart and my sister Amejako that maybe Bibia Nkoso. Yes, on that note, I cannot go and buy Torkonu fired. So much. I cannot go and buy your friend is say a bro bottle. Yes, in a boyful. Kwame Makoto a bro bottle 600 Ghana. Now me bedroom fee no be album to akumia and vaso. And I don't know why the NDC is struggling with security issues. I am shocked. For me, when the president was outside and Gonja issue no see right? The two communities, Solar and almost about 30 people died. A big Ghana. Yeah, as if we are not with leadership in the country, as if we don't have leadership. As a normal, I don't see myself looking at 30 Ghanaian citizens dying out of clashes, and it's normal. It's not normal to me. Please, for heaven's sake, come on. Somebody should advise the president. It's not normal. Don't tell me. And go factory behind my match. It does ain't fat. You understand? Yeah, papa be drufi. Nenimwa gasa wo capital. The seat where the seat of the government is. Yes, celebrating homo. Ena unim dia yama humete. Accra enipa 10 no. Enya one day o. But I could see him say Thursday was a Friday. Tashi, him say Thursday was a Friday. No more say trust him for fresh year. This is so too much. And yani so too. No say then I'm like, look, me, I'm not interested with this Torkonu. Torkonu, you know, no nyamishe. People are dying. People are just dying. You can show me where you talk on Timinkobosi. Minkobosi, talk on where you know, talk on me in salary in DB. The insecurity is becoming too, and nobody is saying anything. Obi and Kashe, as if say, as oh, normal. It happened one MPP time, you say incompetence. You want to tell me today that it's normal because I am a mad person? Tini Matthias say, NDC there normal. Ain't normal. And you're normal, please. You have the people there. Consult them. Larry Bevrolata was a consultant for a Kandapa. Why? Who consulted an idea? Can't we put our differences away and do the right thing? Consult them. I didn't question. Look, and you see, there be a metra demo. Question me busa me say that ben na one share me a victim. Me oba boy. Over years as I say, I want my son to move around freely in a society. Eya opia me ya mon siseme. Tasi die two ano mo no a stray bullet o. A stray bullet or be okoni baby and a cano. So assuming me wo fia ne afreme befa obakwa ku free street mu ada yan crofo groups to aircon na omo exchange guns na ebia cano. What is it? Ebia wo minister no anasa India wo land cruiser do ba betremu. Yeah. Now for me, you need any opportunity to protect our kids. Please, why? Yes, Ramo. You are doing well, but unim dedeno. Esanyame we na overshadow na ama Captain Smart na na major kwabine say nothing is going on. Yes, and they are not wrong. They are not wrong, because give me the best of dollar, CD, whatever. Give me all the indicators. Give me even single digit. Give me whatever. Let me buy even maize rice like 400 per bag. Let me buy blah blah blah. Let me buy washing machine 50 CDs. Now it's a me bedroom fee no be abo me to me. I can't use the washing machine. What is it? First of all, and you see, I can't support bad things, even though I voted for NDC. I'm not brought up like that. It's not my style. Because whatever happens, one day you'll be affected. Into the trouble, you defend it. One day you'll be affected. That is why you come to appreciate. Yeti kroma sabita fracho obia nkai yawo. But enipa nwotwe a omkonya nkwanhia. Look at the pain e your mind ye komu. O ga senti ye was situation ke de be save ya. Ki an save omo. We went through bad pain. Very bad one. Na said yes ankrofo no omo wo no ye ya no. The same as the 30 people at Bole Sola. The same as the 10 people in Accra here. The same. They are the same blood. The same mojano and a gufom. The same mojano. So we can't assume that we have some precious 8. Then we assume that we have some useless 40. And if they die, let them die. At least, minam tuman penifua. Because this is the time he needs to speak to the country. Speak to us. Talk to us. Yeja no, yedi fi ejao, yedi akra for bejao, akra for mena yedi ejao to say manager no. Things are going wrong, things are going bad. You are not talking to anybody. Why do we call somebody a manager? You manage bad times, good times. That is a manager. Tine tu broni onimyansa no use the word manage it, manage it. So you manage the good ones and you manage the bad ones. It's so simple. Nyansa, unyansa be call Harvard or be Legon. Acquire masters. Nyansa. I wish the president after Akwatia will speak to us. Talk to us. Give us the assurance. Let us hear your voice that you are the father of the country. Now, Jaya Okwaya no, the see any yampe. Obaya no so the see no yampe. Speak to the various parties. Speak to them. Sometimes, obviously behind the scene. No, Rollins will come out and speak. Sometimes as a father you need to speak to the people. Speak. Kasa. Kwame, yet to my mu. Say obi a to Land Cruiser. No the security lights abobo ho. Obi a to Land Cruiser. No the security light. Me dwene ho a me say Mwani abre nam say MTTU for no mtwi moto no kura mpo de. Say enenu a no me mpese me keka nkwasi asem. Obi a to Land Cruiser dey light ahye animu no ebo siren no bo nwen no. MTTU moto for no omna lead om do fa e friend say traffic mu Kwame Adam te say say enkrofo kura timi to police motorbike on timi to motorbike sifi no ma branded say police bike edura nwumre no mo ko ba bia no mo ma obi a police atare na wabetu edu mo mwa yes say bike ne say apostle Kojo Safu obi. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard it. Why should we allow these things to happen? For what? Aja, Abaya Sesa, police for no more barrier, no. You can't blame them. Because Abaya Sesa, or you know, what Rankuno General Land Cruiser bia siren esisuna bia government in power nipa ne be yin e dia no ya ne dey. Say Ghana obi a wi ni power, do you know me? And I know yeah yera omanebo amanum ayi. Na mene Kion, honorable Kion. Ye gina park na echi saa na barrier bi wo ho. Ti police ni ga bi na ehwe nti uduru anu abi ama no awuram. Na NDC mawe ibi. Kwame. Wa boko seti den. No wa tsire teba yi den. Na ni yemi aye flat. Tumi se corset na mia na ankasa. Na we no. Ntosi ni no. Egusro. Wasra so na ne sisram. No a pine siriti abedru ha. Na tumi se wo twi ankasa. Na odru barrier ho no, ogina ho hwe girl no. Girl no so no obi ka asem, chese girl no nwie no mabie no. Obi anso abafo san ho. On say barricade no, edu tumi pagya na o de asi wo na akọ. Na ogina ho no wahenham. Na mo so me ne ki ogina ho ne hwe no. Da after of fragile no, won't you come and open it? Share. Now make you on here no. The police ni girl no be ye. Na okwa say no onim kion. Me di onim me. No I can't check kion. Tell her who I am. Yeah. Okwa aze kion so o ekubasi ni na aze kumasu fo mi no ya no nye. Okoye na kios ya hede o chire ya de o chire hubi na ya de o chire ko se wanya DC bi o se si obi tiri nche o no hu de onye no ho and the police ni no barrier ho no ohun Land Cruiser ne siren na osoro but private guys. Kwame, the kind of arms they are carrying in their Land Cruisers, you have no idea. Why? Where you are there until didn't see a Bessiano? I'm fraud boys in was sirens, mukemu. Mi Bobie ben kwaji siren enye hwe mi ni obi a mi kodware no mi kodware otumfo mi kwaji obi awo ba bi awo kono simuntem mi kwaji siren no to me kam na aban sisa no ma akoyi akote Jimmy life ben no live your normal life and be free in this abraba we are here we and I say adeɛ bi aba obi nya ska kakra bi ya na me person me mention names ye nyina yenim no ma kwa kofa boys be 4-5 no ma show mo mask hood no akata mo anim no ma jock up no mo de etuo side, and they use side arms. Oh yes, most of them are not registered because of sa niam an intinu say kwa me say boys not to gang omo edim crofo achi no omo programs. I don't get it. I just make it. I'm like anybody 70. Most of them almost side arms, almost pump packs, almost usually and it says, "Abe ya juma, ya jimintino, ya nim said they are forming armed gangs." We don't know. They are forming armed gangs. First, security registered security companies, and I will call baby now per security. Normal security for normal today, the boys are forming armed gangs with lanyards. And the boys now who almost say who do know almost say lanyards anajo. They are killing the people. Why should we stay in a country? Why we have some boys that they be omni who da kata wo anim? And mo Jimmy, they are so hate no, and what Jimmy too here? What Jimmy? Haiti. Omo gang leader do. Unim no a police ni o. No a police ni penny. And he was able to identify all the gangs. Oye bibi no mu yin the free police nim. And what can boys ni nyina boom. And what do mu dim kwasi asem bepem ne America for so mu dey say $50 million bounty opportunity so said dey. Ye hwe wo mo. Crofo say hood. Oh, Rade. Unim say drugs echo another level. Ye bedi homo. Enti dabio. Enti omunim say even before the homo no, there were small chieftaincy issues within the Gan state. Do you know omunim? You can be proactive. Enti na unim. And that day no into almost 3 days no out of ye 14 or 15,000 or 17,000 police force no even say sacrifice even 1,000 policemen. Your police for pay attention there na ho no o ma ko take care osachi. And he say abrofo organize events programs our Germany in America who the kind of security around security don't go temu obia the appearance the way the force best street this no and my young boy bia was who Jimmy onom tramo obia no or ye calm because adia ye face no ha no worse than abrochi America some organize program na security no mu jai say obi be dia kum nipa be 30 okuratuo na omo be say omo twanya na edru Ghana ye jimi nti ansa na ya hyase a organize national morning day ne ya twe flag ye say half mast ye jimi nti ye jimi ama ye hu sika ani bibia na ye refi say we have a country to govern. Sule, these are ethnic and chieftaincy conflicts. Are you going to deploy police and military 24/7 in all conflict zones? I don't believe that you want to suggest that the security forces are influencing these shootings. Yes, the president should address us. Fatu nchen, but the Uba also na mepe. Say you say a ethnic and chieftaincy and Accra there no purely with chieftaincy. The question you must ask yourself and say until the homo no obi awro obi fie na kwakon. We a common sense a nyansa. Baby asemo. Any catch am say young police service no. Ni entre enane jungle, o man we nane jungle. Wa betimi wo yonko no atimi no. I think yebesre. But once again our appeal to the president to speak to us. Speak to the country. Talk to us. Yeah, was street more, so we see how people are worried. Maybe your ministers they don't go to the street from office, they go into their air conditions and just sit there. So they don't know what the people are saying. Yeah, was street more. The citizens are worried. They know the government is doing well, but insecurity. Sweep the system, flash the system, bring your experienced hands on board. Bring people on board. Mobia nya biwate. Mobia mwa. Na baby adrune edin. Mobia mwa. You can't single out. I have seen people talking about Muntaka. The issue is not a personal issue. So what do you say Muntaka? I will have a problem. A systemic failure. The issue is not about Muntaka. The issue is not about Razak. You can change Muntaka, you can change Razak, and still ubenya sa problem no. Why? Do you think Muntaka the open no? Is that what you think? Do you think that the Razak the open no? A systemic failure. Bring all hands on board, on deck. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Seek experience, seek advice, seek other opinions. That's all. Let's implement it. Seek advice. Bring your best hands on board. Masa momi entrance. Say ya ne day. Mu yem peninfo mo ye bida. How do we do it? Because the issue is not about okay tell me say just be akofa to be an answer laria se aba. Then you are telling me that after their demise into my way nkoso. No, but yes, we need their experience. We should bring them on board. In whatever way I can tell, bring them on board. Seek their advice. Seek their wise counseling. Yemfa we insha, yenyi we free. Yes. Enye bibia na say ye political we do things based on the powers that is in our hands. No. Mariam, asemwe maka obi di 8 years ejai etu kwa me uka si etu aban me catch and this say etu ni niema MPP fo be jan ho e was system we mu no the first thing because look MPP enu omutim so omo pese jomama succeed da because the one we economy no 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 say economy no be gu na nimu ase and wabon po and o ma twe waba street ni mu and o mu pushi boys na tu ogu system ni mu me wo say MPP ni bi abetre say o say John Mahama in opposition can be MC BBC e wo I think a Kropon area baby na in this for na say esi wo John Mahama eno a ne chie no o mo say wale a man prusini kusas for issues no na John Mahama bo kutia baomia na sesi ono so asi won ni krom no so they will do everything to make sure some begu animu ase so they on guard simple we enye den omudu wafa economic line what me reset economy no omudu wafa omasa education what me reset education system no health sector omo koso akando problems na akando fine tuning na ototo niema enti say de be jai etuo na gum Flush the system. You know them. You know the boys. Akwa we ya your friend is saying. Buga so MPP vice third vice chairman says that boy na no call hunto programs no. Could you believe say NDC win here any 3 weeks? That boy we at one of the stations say or catch MPP ni bia wo to say onyimra. Onyi MPP boys in fair to na wo mon chen no infra bonten. Asem we makasa se mi bobie pa dia. We buga. But say dia memwo ya yonkofa sa na tie. Because this guy should have been picked. Meso obekire MPP for boys chrono. Obekire. You obekire. Onjere. Obetu widim. Nengaso ye buga. Ka ben drufie no na ubedrufie. Obekire ba bia boys chrono wo no mo fa tu ni mra no. Then we will take you there and go and pick those guns. Okay, no, we are hey, my brother. So my brother for no. He's my brother. He's my brother. My brother from my brother. Hey, Obi can't say when now my brother. Really? Na mo jai we nyina na mo ani abre Obi Lamborghini. The whole security apparatus na ani abre Lamborghini enya odia. Enya Ghana ni bi adia. Enya obi adia. Ena taxes. Ena de Lamborghini taxes we. Yane na be tema moto we. Na chatawale we ya ono no anwana ate no. Ono na mo ani abre no so. Gidi. You were pressing issues power. Adas abuga me hwene ni video ni bia. Then I say to myself like, hey. So this guy is still walking around freely. And it's true. All my boys know arms. Yeah, we can only make noise. We can only talk. Sometimes, kasano, a bit me is so irritating, so nauseating. You don't want to listen to the voice. Agreed. Those who are the top who feel like, oh, and this is called opposition crowd media. I can negotiate with people. Keep on negotiating. One day will be a very bad time for you. Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonu. President Mahama removes Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonu from office. Full details. President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Article 1469 of the 1992 Constitution, removed the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Torkonu, from office with immediate effect. This follows receipt of the report of the committee constituted under Article 1465 to inquire into a petition submitted by a Ghanaian citizen, Mr. Daniel Ofori. After considering the petition and the evidence, the committee found that the grounds of stated misbehavior under Article 1461 had been established and recommended her removal from office. Under Article 1469, the President is required to act in accordance with the committee's recommendations, signed by Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu, MP, and Minister of Communications at the Presidency. Pacho, mame, share we know they will also be no. Oh no, okay. Let me see be the constitutional instrument. Okay. Maybe Article 1469. But still no problem. Maybe they will bet me a break in your down so that so ebit me akwa ba bio mejo sunana good so Araba Torkonu
answer the Araba Torkonu no see she last week nene her birthday and
ye twaso mama
me
mapacho
abra we pa
mapacho
ze me mansun timi kokumasi a me nam chebi na ko fe ba so nam chebi na ba
we slow. You
hello person trust for car kiss ma. I if you person go wash ma.
There we are very ache. Everybody ache.
Anyway, Tony they are going to chinga. Na mami cheti for ne afefo so. Abi say nanebo nananya babidu. Na penisi so tre be wo ne agye ntem.
Sure.
Oyo ba so na se oba oyo ba na se bi utwetwe ukunu bibi na yekesia. Wa na abeje. Eda wachi. Enti wo ye ntama na okowanim. Asemu ye sha senkenye nenke ye da. But na araba Torkonu free say obetimi a frustrate a delay process no by unnecessary court suit any hon krodoba. They say President Mahama wie o ECOWAS enti entwen de na ECOWAS ni EU force de beba. Ni tintin ni tie wa nyina ne say statement already ye no amamra no kire say obi eye article 146 omo to say chief justice ni mpenyufo do ba mukuta say the bridge na so bo appointment ebo create appointment no so bi ye ni ho sem na we brumra so a ye isi abadwa na ye hwehwemu na article 146 no na article 149 na kire say committee na president be set up no omo koye omo investigation etna se probi give fair hearing emma the accused any the respondent obia ba be kan sembo nkru no mu wie no mu se kwadu na ya bona dance bu edi adanse se ampa bone ne yesi esimesi na obanti aye no waya o mampeni gina article 146 clause 9 eno so no mampeni be gina edi ayi no the first one the mampeni gina so article 146 no ene kire se petition bi sa ba obe the member eye committee we obes establish this committee no ma yomu nhwemu se committee ni report no recommendation ni back confirm say ampa allegations na level against ni panel no kra obegina article 146 clause 9 now there you know ento mampeni de yi araba Torkonu na me enya me nwanwa de nya me nwanwa ne say o mampeni John Dramani Mahama penso ena former commission on human rights no no can say NCC no Shraj Commission on Human Rights and Justice mami no yes mami ono ne penso eno samsaya ni mu nyina na ka ho o me petition call no a lawyer say odi aban sika 100,000 so 150,000 odi akwa renovate ono an personal home the fee answer say yes sir President Mahama set up committee ni bae no wo yi nadi because ana mra tie because dia bai committee ni report na ba kire say omo atimi anya o kire say wutie committee no omo presentation na omo say file document nko omo file about 10,000 pieces of a document omo anya botra go no nyina araba Torkonu the 4 lawyers and be defending no the accused the respondent and the complainant ofori one also the 4 lawyers araba Torkonu efre witnesses 12 ofori so free witnesses 12 so for all this month oma go through no mo aba now more recommendation committee na recommend say eyampa kwadu ne de abo araba Torkonu say why misbehavior wa na subampadi subampadi na wana ne se odo manga na sika agromedamase de ense se odo manga na sika ye ode aye ode Ghana sika ebi ne twatekiti di mani kunu edi tu kwan ode Ghana sika e wo se ode efa ne eye ne personal official eye guard na ode tu kwan no o se ne guard ne ntena fie wono tena play mu enyeyi ena ode ma ne ba afe kura de ne ba no kura no play no baby a seat also okotena so o said this kakese to so me upgrade no add ne ko first class ni nyina ya o manga na sika ensese nko ye saade no wabedia ye bo no kwadu no wabeyi ano amoma bobo na no cross examination ni nyina mu no committee no report no o recommendation na come president say the araba Torkonu aye no on same factor so okoso ye chief justice
and some of the issues she considered.
Yes, she considered on one case statement or the babontin we consider say yes it's true say we use official trip at the private trip at the expense of a taxpayer money ono ankasa gitu mu enti committee no recommendation mo di aba no se committee na recommend na president Mahama ka say yes committee no atena say yehwemu e de adanse aba che say ampa alaba Torkonu kwadu de abo no bisabo araba o wo be ka ho araba nyen ka alaba Torkonu alaba Torkonu
was alaba
ya alaba stamp from central region alaba Torkonu
araba
dabi
ono araba o stamp ono alaba
Torkonu. Can I continue? Yes. Report now recommendation that ben na say kwadu ne de board no maame no wo difo enti president Mahama constitution no asa akire say bas wo difo a gina mamra we su ne fa yinadi enti say president Mahama kra board no musuo say ebi a oparaba Torkonu asem when best friend one ne ko na krana eni to ni share program ase na o man side eye eno ho nkro ne ba enti on de on ko so antan on wa ko no president Mahama ne be impeach no because constitution wa be kire say president a fail because the man ye nyina a constitutional requirement. So if the president fails to apply by the constitution and the laws are the same constitution kire asotwe former president the president Mahama do why na from the pepe nemum me chance umbetimi amenya at least copies of the findings because says sikano araba Torkonu edi bi man kunu etwa take it edi twa take it di man ma a chese ono no ka say ye procurement no ama ne ma atimi akobie company no mo di aba ni nyina no eyo manga na sika we need to recover all those monies sika bia araba Torkonu spend ye as a chief justice edi onu ankasa ni family yie am family akwanso no na says can wo se agi esa de Ghana na de betu afutu mo de maye enti I'm hoping say omo be make a public na Ghana fo nyina atimi ehu especially when they were doing the cross examination omo betimi am ehu ne ehu say ampa araba Torkonu sika na wadi no o man Ghana ye de ache no anase wo se agi because omo ka say first sika ne che no anana some of us yente ase we need to recover. Oko Public Account Committee sittings and crowd di 5,000 12,000 1,002 yes so mo first scanamra nti araba Torkonu edi o man Ghana sika agro medamase e de hwe na busiafo a you de agya kwa enya akwa ade kokromote kwa Yesu a e de so tro de agya kwan so we need to recover all those monies
so some mention on a quick one with article 1461 maybe we can pick one and pick the the subsequent ones.
Article 146 clause 9.
One. A justice of the superior court or a chairman of the regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on ground of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind.
Say a judge for a more court higher court can say higher court and nasa regional tribunal they say any regional tribunal sankro for no ntimi nyi omo emfiri ho ntimi nyi omo de gise omo aye sa niamai wa kire se de din kan wabon wonim na djuma anase owo apomudin ho ha obi a entimi ma nya na djuma.
All right, so let's deal with the 9 because from point 2 3 4 5 that's clause 2 clause 3 clause 4 clause 5 gives you the processor
and to the forever
clause 2 a justice of the superior court of judicature or a chairman of the regional tribunal may only be removed in accordance with the procedure specified in this article. 3 if the president
was say a superior court justices or more court of appeal, high court, any supreme court, any regional tribunals no so betimi yi sankro for no akwa betimi first way sankro for no hyehyehye ne mra e was our constitution
mamemo ni nyina na abontofa. So clause 3 if the president receives a petition for the removal of a justice of a superior court other than the Chief Justice, or for the removal of the chairman of a regional tribunal, he shall refer the petition to the Chief Justice, who shall determine whether there is a prima facie case. For where the Chief Justice decides that there is a prima facie case, he shall set up a committee consisting of 3 justices of the superior courts or chairman. So in this case, now as a president suspending the acting chief justice.
No, to say other justices. To say high court judges.
No, but when they Torkonu
yes, and to women no, also we are from tribunal another court, and to say high courts and Supreme Court to Fonibia. The president receive petition or the Bema Chief Justice.
And then because when exactly. So when the Chief Justice decides that there is a prima facie case, he shall set up a committee consisting of 3 justices of the superior courts or chairman of the regional tribunals or both, appointed by the Judicial Council, and 2 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of the Parliament, nor lawyers, and who shall be appointed by the Chief Justice on the advice of the Council of State. So clause 5, the committee appointed under clause 4 of this article shall investigate the complaint and shall make its recommendations to the Chief Justice, who shall forward it to the President. Clause 6, where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisted of 2 justices of the Supreme Court.
And Tihano say a Chief Justice in where President will not consult the CJ,
Exactly.
or consult the Council of State.
Yeah. A committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. So, also they satisfied that clause 7. The committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. All proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the Justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer or other aspect of this choice, of his choice. So 9, that's clause 9. The President shall in each case act in accordance with the recommendations of the committee.
Finito.
So you have 10 and 11. The 10 where petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the President may, A, in the case of the Chief Justice acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. B, in the case of any other justice of a superior court or of a chairman of a regional tribunal acting in accordance with the advice of the Judicial Council, suspend that justice or that chairman of a regional tribunal. And clause 11, which is the last one, the President may at any time revoke a suspension under this article.
But we didn't suspension, we dismiss it.
And
as I'm not thinking it here when you say, Sequadu at the Mwafo Penny Chief Justice, no, Ubi Kobono Quedu, and Ubi could ye or man penny su tre, and Ubi could grant to all man penny, say, at the Mwafo Penny, why I ye and Yamon Sam when there's Ubampedi. Wabuga na mraswa omampeni saka saa eye dwantoano a omampeni ebetia Council of State for enaso na odiama omo na fe Council of State for no aso atrase ahwemu no ma hwemu so okay saa kwadu ade bo no krasa ansem ye hu behia se ebese ebre ne adaaje ni ahwehwemu so mo ene friend prima facie no enti so mo Council of State for trase mu be friend nipa no de kwa numba busebusa no mu se nsem o ka ne nsem o mu do se hwemu a na fo maka cho mampeni se nsem ne hu behia se bedo nsuko se koba ne se wi a emra no so mampeni anyi aye nipa enum nipa num
but also what is the effect in all this after removing Torkonu? What
the effect a woman say a part of can say cleaning exercise Ghana ni bia expect say ebeko so judiciary obekan Kandapa as a minister for national security for kokoye survey omo survey no me ba ne kire say Ghana yati sebi wa atentihuo tu ya etu ne de kwa treja ne nyina ne say Ghana fo ni gidie ewe atemu atena yenum amo no ankasa ka say eyo how kese pa one of the biggest security threat edman Ghana fo se yewo otemuafo peni ayo no na sede araba Torkonu as a lawyer, araba Torkonu as a judge, araba Torkonu as a chief justice. All the practices over the years one way or the other no will be atia Ghana mra ama wabu na tan ama bia nipa ne da afiase obi atia Ghana mra ama wagina Ghana mra so atwe na so enti sa wo be ya temuafo panyin na se wo teacher sa mra no aso a bibia ne wasi wo kwasa wo de ma afa ahudi ne ka sa wo de ya temuafo panyin ti no wafa ho adi. In any case asemi baaye no wunya aloya for mako enan the same judicial service no a wo araba Torkonu una na wo supervise una na odo ano no wo de nsam na hodo court more than 3 or 4 times court no na wo te so as you dey perfect no mo transit tire nsam nyina mo nyina boni nyina tuguye ana beje kwa na yo mo nhwemu abeje fo mo ye nhwemu so ye saa alo ajaje fo mako miensa wonu omo ana na ti Supreme Court bench ni so any omo mu free outside bo mo se Ghana fo ni nyina akire ni ama okwan se kwa bia da bo ni be yi hu ano oba no o de lawyer fo mako enan o free adanse fo mako dumienu amomu nyina ba be di adanse nipa na obo akwa adu no so ono so de lawyer fo enan ono so free adanse fo mako dumienu na etisa de court ye di wasem no anya se obedi adanse na okọ ye ma obegina adaka num ni atoto ano se wo kan sei uye sei ubibi tro obi adwene a ni abisa ni nyina so ye ni nyina o me ye ni nyina yo mkeka bo mu no de beto ebeda adi ni se kwadu ne ye de bo araba Torkonu se wana subampa di wana subampa di no eda di pefe so a Ghana mra no a ye de appoint araba Torkonu no amobeye chief justice se wana subampa di ye nyina sa mra no aso na o mampani ehwan wase konya enti emra na ye adwuma na ye me de say araba Torkonu na kasa no sometime ago can say it doesn't matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. Say emfa huni de a obeye emra ne de ye emra emfa huni number of legal suit out the challenge the petition any the committee na e probi eye case no emra ne ye emra emfa huni the number of lawyers adon be kwa mama kwa representative emra ne ye emra and found a number of witnesses abefre so momra media dance and found the law is the law and found a number of months I will be delay the process the law will still be the law and found say after this obeko ECOWAS obeko AU and not obeko European Union obeko UN the law will still be the law and the law is the law and to our history we still have some more ways to read because the electoral commission we need to clear electoral commission there is not supposed to be one electoral commission there I mean say all the 7 commissioners in all of them will see a video and there was some other officials be regional directors constituency district directors most of them has to go because we need to build the confidence and trust in our electoral processes. Now for the kwakoto aba MPP be feel confident say even in opposition aba na ye kwakoto no bi antimi wiem NDC in government we feel say even me kura na wa ba mu no mintimi chinchim mra nani in favor anything myself. That is the process we want to build. Enti aba Torkonu de baba name say me kanana we want to know say sika na aba Torkonu edi bi twa plane ticket manu kunu edi bi twa ticket di man ma ede gro madam ase no ye ja mana fa ne say diana because we need to recover all those monies to the back to the coffers because ye nya say sika no pa ya de hu hia enti ye nya ne sa ma ne nko wodi kokromoti akwa ye di a o say de sotro ja ne kwan wodi ja kwa so na ye nya okwa eni nti no omoma ye hu onu ankasa onu an responses or troye MPP as a political party published the man no waji to mu say ampa wono as a chief justice akwantu ane wo so tey official no we so man Ghana resources at the private trip sika wa sanke de man bodyguard na bambofo wo de ses kan man ba esa de bi kura sa so e de man no ni nyina tia Ghana mra. We need to recover all those lost monies. And to me, Yan sa man for baby obeko de ene nasem. So say the him say President Mahama for some time now from now going we expect to say President ebe nominate a new chief justice. Ada say the oho sisi ano obema no obe confirm no ana so obe nominate obi fufuro no is up to the president. Obe nominate obi fufuro na ko parliament na parliament so abeti no no so ababeto aso na adwuma. But the quest for Ghanaians to make sure say we sanitize our judicial system no should continue, because na your judicial system no say antra say na baby akwa akodunde ntia langard nsem na doso no efa ye nyama suban da na di okọ
ye ne na mema mebusa say so ujiri say Torkonu in her absence the judiciary will be in the thing better. Was he the main cause of our judicial failures?
Ana hwade Ghana e judiciary ni nya problems enye ne. Na so uti abakwasem a even before Rawlings it was there. Even before Rawlings it was there. But Rawlings by and there was some sort of a discipline. Professor Mills by Professor Mills huye. Ananso koya undercover. Yehudie pie mu bae. Mahama yehuye. Enkrofo afide ni yomu nyina edifri ho. Enti ye banana ye clean ye sanitize system no. Then MPP came. Akufo-Addo bae no. Tell me one thing that the Akufo-Addo government did. Tell say Akufo-Addo aban wo any agenda to sanitize the judicial system. Name of the Akufo-Addo here and say Akufo-Addo took advantage of the weak judicial system that we have. And on the end personal thing, Akufo-Addo sat down and our appointed and Crawford even a contested on the ticket of MPP to the Supreme Court. Akufo-Addo quite me appointed over 11 justices to the Supreme Court. BC that Oko Court of Appeal were appointed Manabroso and Akufo-Addo Supreme Court Justice in the Kurata Monyansu yes or mobile retirement. Now Akufo-Addo appointed standby justice or more chance of mobile retirement no do my replace. Oko High Court wa finish ho. Oko Court of Appeal wa finish ho. Oko Supreme Court wa finish ho. Finish ho nyina anya say papa o. We recruiting non-MPP people and Ghana for nkase dia dance here. First time I told about presidential ye de ko Supreme Court aye yi ni TV sumo obi ehun ye. Ye hu judge for makumako enkono ana presiding judge Justice William Atuguba. Ghana for nkase that's when many Ghanaians big shots or more the process no. Ghana for we be who's na sa court no kwase na sitie ni. Fair. Ajade for nkono no say bibi kura motion obi be movie objection obi be movie mpo a na so mo be rule a obia de nchire mu de ntia objection should be sustained and answer that objection should be overruled no obia de nchire mu ebeba omu bu atani nyina wie ye ajaje for makomako enum say MPP for case nye ai mu 9 MPP for case ye no enan na omo say MPP case omo do mu nchire mu bai enum na omo say MPP for case nye yentunguro omo so do mu nchire mu bai. Enti Ghana for nyina hu say Supreme Court ajade for nkro na omotena bench no so no satem omo de ba obia wo na dwen eni ntina ajade bia no obia proceedings ni cost no na we take note because yes obia mfa na temu omra then ebedu Akufo-Addo penso a anytime bia e case be ko Supreme Court bia no ajade for do matemu ba omo nyina agina faako opia mfa nkyere mu ma se de entia mesusi enye ni se ebesi na me no ka sei 2021 eye Supreme Court wa ekoye a omo ka so mabon sansam nana ebesi omo de ruling aba details of from judgment omo de aba omo fa mai but omo take that decision enti Ghana for nyina hu say no system no say now what the president and the government has to do and say they should go back because Crawford could have face certificate. And Crawford hold almost to say a lot of crimes. So we need to clear the system. We need to sanitize the system. We need to overhaul the judiciary. Said the buyer confidence the beba judiciary no na senana kwabna ufa mitekunu me sempoa men ka say wo me do kokko trenko si aganti metete wa bobuaku because sa na koba ana ahinsam mebrebe a obawe ahimfo miewani we no maka ni eku ye ho no because sa cases na court bebre ana Supreme Court justice ni ajudge for no mosro no e fa wo prime areas atonton saase a on the quiet they have lands o manto Nemum sa busia ne busia ohene no ohene ba no mo prasa so man so ya obi kan negotiation na akoso ni ama wa judgment no wa fact no akwa kwaji asase entama ahemfo no bebre hu say there's no justice obeko court and the benzo obetotuo no the amane mrante no so to the amane mrante edu afasha ni abo hu to ni eku ye ho asase keto obi ni eboto ni eku ye ho ni nyina ka ho bi Nina kamubi enama injustices no adoso enti when we sanitize the system na Ghana fo hu say afedie ye wo ajagefo a omoti wo se umbebu atentrene na mekura me de asam ne ko ne sama asam nye da ye bebu mu fa obi anya na asem de be court na se Ghana fo elusu interest said ye elusu interest in the judiciary na a recipe for chaos because one of the key elements a betimi adana Ghana ebutu one of the key element ebetimi adani Ghana butu and Kandapa said it or can in the presence of the former CJ my friend say ni yeboa or can in the presence or kasinanim say adentina if free MPP aban ba ye case bi ade beba court bi a MPP aban hu bia no na mabu attend ya mawo eye dangerous or kasinanim Amomu se esana o masa atwa no atia ne mu makufu ade no no onfo obi a ho se bi onipa kwase wotu anamo a onwi wo kina woni de ohuni ne ya no odwene ho enti okwade odi okọ ne mu aka wonu anamo maka enti ye won krofo bebre wo ho we need to go back, we need to sanitize the system. Even me kamenko aka President Mahama the whole Supreme Court bench and ko overhaul it because na problem wo papa hwe abrantie bi papa bi a ye fene Simpsons papa no ye adwuma bank ni wiase nyina we japade ba akopɛ wotimi tete ho timi je bank loan ko to asase e wo airport residential ena papa si ne dan retirement house anokotenem ena broni bi be han ne dan ni bi a wode ho ye no office ena broni no na brantia no ne ye adwuma ena we council of state member friend atipo oti na broni no so abrantia one ne ye adwuma no ena broni no be han dan no eso okonu kroma ba no ko wiye ena wa brantia no ye adwuma so obeto aso ye adwuma nto bekoso rent ena papa so no problem uguso rent na so opese munye joint venture na hon me prime area ntino opese wusi high rising build apartment ena papa na the joint venture so be ya e wo so tia certain amount bi de manipa no mo ye japade no so anipa no some certain amount of percentage wom papa se fabra sika wo so tia wantimi antua rent na wo se wo tia so wantimi antua ena papa no se de anya hwe JV no kra me interested wantimi antua rent no kra so awde ka no me interested too efri ma medan mu na fa medan ma me abrante wetimi frustrate papa ne saa ma papa ne de adwendwe wuye papa ne wuye ye no ne ma ne ba beji ajapade no at the same time na no last year Supreme Court adage for makumaku enum atna asem we so ebuaten say no wo council of state member suba wada na di enye ema court she say ontua rent na odeka over $400,000 in ontua enokura na nchen wantua ema the same court she say omon court an ajapade ento omokofa eye ni Rolls Royce ekofa eye ni Jeep Wrangler kesia pa esa kofa Toyota Highlander omofa na japade to omade te kan ko muntinwie oda so de ka over 200 and something thousand and then the same court na sa be ka so atemu no de ba ye kra so makonom ko te de japade no mu se mfuso omuntino they should hold on. Can you imagine this? Just case I go through High Court, Court of Appeal to Supreme Court.
But taking away Torkonu will not let these kind of issues.
It's not make us say President Mahama on the way. Name still and Crawford. We need to. Major Padua behind me dying. I don't see your Papa make an answer me.
There can be errors in judgment.
Nana, you see?
There can be errors.
There's no error, you see? And
no, me see there can be errors in judgment. True.
Nana, say Obi oka no ma o check. Say auditor kana ma na o check. Oko bank o na catch say check we. Won't you find this car? Nana, is it not a criminal offense? if you have a council of state member wako rent obi property ɔde ne car akɔ court so metua na wakɔma check 1 2 3 nipa ni nyina nipa no kɔɛ no check na bounce sa nipa no ɔnya criminal sa wakɔgye obi agya padia rent na sa for years wo dipa ne ka 400,000 tua wo so ntimi tua nipa no so me dia kyɛw 2 free major padiem just because was airport residential na ho na nkrofo apartment omunya price nti no chinchine twa opeso chinchin papa ne nsa ne mansa agi ejapade no na de wo dia eyemra case a court through high court of appeal to supreme court ena minu ka sei wono abrante no so de a no no atopre krado na ode ama aso macho men no mo na kwa lock properties no enya ni dia no no akwa lock na ofri se nipa na japade ni dia papa no so ma mo te ase enso kofa macho men ese mo protect me property nkrofo we ba mo mo a na what do you hear what ya no what so nkrofia tututuo ewo airport residential kunkum nipa because people may not have confidence in the judiciary entiaraba Torkonu dia bye bye omo maka no from the high court all the way to court of appeal. The president and the government need to do a very huge job. We need to screen the system. They need to sanitize the system. They need to clean and cleanse the system. Sadi ebeya obidi na asem kokoto we judge. Now ti hona wudi wasem a we judge ni nkyere say gimra na wudi bu obi atam yentimi fa samra ni mu atan. Professor Mans busa asem bi say who watches the watchman? Araba Torkonu. The same mrano ogina so the convicting crofo ebi da fiase ebi ni mo bo ka no saa mrano a edi ni gina mu no no obobna Araba Torkonu so won tiase so no as a suspended chief justice na all appear before the committee na yedi afidie screen why say akudie bi nhye no ho won tiase adentini amakwa ma anfa ni mobile phone anko wose won tiase adentini ya mana busiafo abusian pempem ametena honom ne ma busiafo kakra bi o se won tiase na so atia supreme court o ko supreme court o screening wo so yo ba so ye bema so yo pemfo so ye kwabna ne awo 6 pass ye screening ba Araba Torkonu ni say o special because o chief justice entemra no a ya de bo ne ho ba no pese de samra ne bo obi so ho ban
asamwe by na enyame nwanwa say the committee report no be wi sana yatini na mom debia ye ka assembly say we a judge na oti obi case so na wo profess solutions wo ma judgment na won kai hu se da se beba na obi da beka wasem obi na obeti bebi a wote no obi na obejeji nia uye ne nyina kwagina nia yenim se ebeba yene ne judgment day na wo judgment day ebe sha se wo ewiase na eche se eye adia hadwin papa say wako gina adaka mu unyanko nipa ebe jeji sana wasitena beti ana bebia ube free honoma bebia ube kwa akoda ni nyina ya adia eye entufu emaye nyina Commander Araba Torkonu case ne meni wonim nia ne wiyi beti sana yanim dada yewura Nana Akufo-Addo nyansafo etunofo say your power chow don't politicize every institution of my Ghana so we sa ebe hadwin say wontina ho akopim da nyame beto nsa afrew nti hwe ho yie bebi a wodi o man Ghana eni nam no dachi ebe ha adwin eni bi ni na yɛhyɛ aseɛ ne nsunsuoso a wɔgya ama yɛn enua na awraba Torkonu yɛhyɛ aseɛ efile yɛbi mo in the past ekiki against demonstrate against sana yɛdi Charlotte Osei efaso to the extent say petitioner o petition no kra no nti ase nti ewiase o nyame ho but otimi petition president.
That's Charlotte Osei.
Charlotte Osei case no. Obi a obe petition president. Abra petitioners no bi mo kura no. Na signature nda so. But president Agye. Esa aka kire nipa kro no say asumesi mpache wo. Say we petition no one sign.
We one sign but
nobody will tell you say na a politically motivated project. Na projects bi mo wo ho a ne sensanso as a country die very dire to the extent say you the petitioner we petition no kra no so won hwe yi a at the end of the day no ebe ba how ebe hunt you hwe me ba no na metie me nua honto. This is not the first time na emi nwanwa the article 146 can allow the impeachment of the president, the number one gentleman of the land. How much more the number 4 gentleman of the land? Because we, the Speaker of Parliament, the Chief Justice, number 4. We share the framers of the Constitution. Now, they established one fundamental issue. Edaho say the lay down procedure obi as a public servant. Say utimi carry uhu. Say there's no lay down procedure. Baby uye jumano. The ethics, the morality aspect of it, and then near ekaka say they don't want the number one gentleman. For example, Otunensa say, hey, Finance Minister Bremisika say, Ewufi metukwai. Say President, ebe speniska. There are procedures, even at the presidency, how they can take money and expend it without any, problem whatsoever. Now, yewura araba Torkonu. I am sure, sir, nobody, as Sanana Opotrino, said nobody knows the law more than her. Because the law is the law.
I think that was where the problem.
You understand? Nobody knows the law more than her. Now, we share the posture and the way and the way the bench at the Supreme Court. Ese nyame ankasa na ba agana to judge.
Ugo hunida. I never got the opportunity.
No, me hunu pen. I have had the opportunity to witness her judgment.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, so at least we should sit no. She doesn't see you and I as human beings anymore. She sees us as.
So the issue is with the seat and not her.
I'm saying her posture. Her posture. That's not the first time. That's not the missy. So we share some videos in the Nam Chrome. And in the social media, in the sun and the posture, and the posture to say, some catch out, need to say. Commander, when somebody is eyeing you, and I say, be sure to say, when you're say, the facial expression, say, we on bunny pa, we on funny pine. What do I say? So, the point I'm making is, the law is the law. But when you say, at least, comport yourself. Let the law handles the way the law should deal with you. No, sorry, and the MPP nibe dada will say, oh, you bet you court, you bet you chi, ko was ko ninginano, sikasai because den ya to say me ni as members of the society no. She was a goner,
and I wonder
following the process no na
and I wonder why she was so enthused with the support coming from the MPP.
Oh, but
she was enjoying it so well.
Why are you saying this? We are living in a political realm.
Anyway,
what do you say? Not those days are Charlotte say. Ye be pam Charlotte say. And I won't hear any NPP ni bia any NPP communicator bia ebeka the good side of Charlotte say. It was only the NDC, and you will find out. Say yes, NDC. Na MPP crowd say sana yehu near ekoso. Nobody will say like you have gone to a point obia onye. What do I say? So you would at least support how Nyama Esiko. But at the end of the day, the way Charlotte say carried herself and the way this woman carried herself, you see big difference. Big difference. Because Charlotte say, say, because at the end of the day, petition na or petition me cry no me da or nyame ho me I will never get to meet him again. But at the end of the day, yewura Nana Akufo-Addo ejiatum say the disease has to go back and sign. And I declare say konyane no baby no da no na sign no ho ni nyame. But ni nyina no the law executed the project beautifully. And I shall say Ejai Emma Yewura Jean Mensah. Na yesha see na ye free Jean Yewura Araba Torkonu fiero. Na me yenam cantonment. Me nyanties. Me nyanties. The radar is around cantonment.
Me all since Obia sending me JM Cedi picture no match say the next of kin.
The next of kin. You understand? And this is why the good people of this country are now omutu Nana Akufo-Addo for say jai you are opening a big Pandora box. Na wo bie mo a masa ye nyina be komo. And this is what is happening. So Araba Torkonu ye pana chao
Torkonu enyo Torkonu.
Okay, Araba Torkonu. Ni kuno dini no. Torkonu. We die ye man yako because say ebetu me kra me wura be ho. Ye man yako say Nema NDC MPP dini famo eye nana na dini famo enye NDC eye mranso na eden edi no odi mrano su sama the committee the report every president and a president by the constitution need to announce to the general public the outcome of the results. Na ninyina no people should get it right. Say the woman was given fair hearing. Listen carefully. This is very key. And in the hearing, she admitted ojetum say niami ye no manye ni. So sanana uko court na see once we plead guilty, the burden lies on who? The judge. To adjudicate how ube kofie and how ube ko ifiasi. Say you see koda and so on for 3 years. That is your Lord, and that is why we call them my laws. So at the point that her ladyship misconducted herself, nessa time no nyina no na adwene say NPP besa haba. Na end this NPP ba nia oye na obeto aso eye. But at the end of the day, Nyame Cedi anti at least obia anya ne chefa. Oraba Torkonu anya ne chefa. Nana Akufo-Addo anya ne chefa. Na see the resetting agenda is the fact say sanana hundo ekano. Wakai the famous there are several ways of what? Killing a cat. Wakai is famous There are several ways of what? Making sure that the judiciary confidence is brought back in the system. Because at the end of the day, if menu echo landed in the hands of the appointees, Nana Akufo-Addo appointees no, and you are NDC. Be rest assured, say you have no case, whether it is Finfin and it is Sisi. Sisi. That is the mind. I'm not saying say that's what they are there doing, but right now as we speak, say you want confidence in the judiciary and His Excellency in the resetting agenda. Say Otiminya Chief Justice, who is father for all, Chief Justice who is a Ghanaian, Chief Justice who would be sworn in with what? To protecting the public purse.
Or a mother for all.
Mother for all. Yes, you can tell. Father for all, mother for all, the same. Whether the constitution is supreme or NDC constitution is supreme or NPP constitution is supreme, we need somebody who would make Ghana constitution supreme, irrespective of where Nadiu Koho. So that is what, as a country, that's what we need. So at the end of the day, we are pleading with the appointing authority. Say, we need mother for all. We need father for all. We need a constitution. Now, constitution, at the end of the day, that is what they will open.
Let me open something.
And they will tell you, say, what from Marano, and Marana from. No.
All right, so quick one. Lawyer Bobie Ansah, former director, Ghana School of Law, a father figure, and media, I'm a friend of her.
Commander, Mijusu.
Pacho Boko de.
Boko pa.
Ejabo. Abedru ntamama wana anase.
Ejabo. Eja puye da no amanya anye na tu kura.
Me pacho asem we what ye na eto say.
So me kase surprise me ana me di intro and surprise me.
Why?
And he said ye nyina wo omanum na ehu sene ana eko. Enti president set up committee na mami Torkonu reacting and well reacting me kasa ki ase no reacting na enko ye manu nga onto ne bo na ask justice no ma ho kwan na omo enye rifem omo ye rifem no bi na se ne be kono oman no nso be hwe na omo de wa omo adwene aba but after na official prosecutive process no president anye ni ye the human rights they are violating the human rights they call say na edu maybe na me hu say ne baba ye din oni ni obeka bia ma no e de asi ani na ebasa na wa unsa hye opanyin na nim anu once I share my room, we are part of a cow. Or when I can't say controllable. Now committee no and with him. And I see here no committee no say a petitioner 2 and 3 no second and third no. One any chief justice na Agye to say 2 and 3 the woman with him on the agent. Now one concentrate on the time. Now once I need the can uncle man. And she said, "Woman called so second it because uncle and she tika say mum the bebem na fair the ake be my chief justice no sorry ye lady yes now you dey mubium and trasum nti kwan committee na paso no na president he look at the 146 is serving I think one recommendation on the my president and at 146 now the president shall act upon the recommendation. Near Eka Kakrani said, on say article 146 7 and Kase one recommendation will be as to whether the suspension should be lifted and now say they should be removed. It just ought to be removed. And I said, actually, I said, now yet me man leeway be say be a suspending na report no bar. President no be na where you suspension if you and na say obey na say Kenya constitution has there the president has no choice. No way to me I say obey remove no. Me I can I say and get by no. I say on Council of State issue soon and sana all power committee no get by and can never say and go back to Council of State na be na catch report na ba me can no pay you na anko ye me pese mini o minor kasa pound moving was make I say go ahead na go na hello Ghanaian na ye nyina ya premium kuma dada o pese yi no dey him say no never ba but say the president would take the whole nation into confidence. Now, like I said, Minister can report now. Make 2 1 in the Council of State. Now, best also said, Fred Judiciary Council. And within 24 hours, today, man. Now, a man, Chief Justice, and so shock I will be near the paper from Katra. So, one day, man, said the report no call. With the it's a shock to me, Chair Kumao.
Yamami Musawe, so Drew Babino be din komo say, oh, President Mahama set bad precedents. What would be your response?
Bad president in what sense? Constitution na amana juma. The president would rather be creating bad president if he acts contrary to the provisions of the Constitution. The clear language of Article 146.6 and it say on a Council of State Betia, Womususuha, Nomji2, say, as you say, or set up committee, or set up committee, Womu, now the report no bad. He has to ask. Now, okay, the language of the control. In all these engagements, the president shall act in accordance with the Constitution. And he say, one acting and a wafum, one acting and also a bonus to go. There be. For me, in this particular matter, the president has acted with grace.
Wow. The president has acted
with grace. GRACE. He's been very gracious. He's, been very legalistic. He has upheld the rule of law as the cornerstone of his administration. It cannot be faulted. Me pobia obey to me catch me say President Mahama were from on me baby kwa President Afum. You see, acting in accordance with the Constitution is not the same as trying to be to behave like a gentleman or a lady. The law is the law. We are not dealing with natural law. We are dealing with positive law. The dictates of the Constitution must be observed at all times. And if the president, has so far upheld the provisions enshrined in the Constitution, he should not be blamed.
So, I have this from Professor Agye Atua, and I'll say Gertrude Torkonu's removal as CG does not affect her position as a Supreme Court justice. Is that right?
Correct, 100%.
Okay. So she has the right to return.
146. It deals with the removal of justices of the Superior Court as well as the chairman of the Regional Tribunal. So, Article 146, clauses 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, focused on justices of the Superior Court. Then the language changes in Article 146, 6. It says, in the case of the Chief Justice. it does not say in the case of a justice of the Supreme Court who is also the Chief Justice. The two are not the same. The Baku a justice of the Superior Court, and at the other one, no, in the case of the Chief Justice. In the case of the Chief Justice, I know you're Chief Justice. It is a you can't fellow Ghanaians it me address justices of the Superior Court.
Over based on the various complaints, ya famua dia bedru baby ayedri. Obi betimi ayisu the same complaints he say sa ensemi abono ena ama yayi na free was Chief Justice. Nanso order sukura na mudie say Supreme Court Justice. Enti say Sadia yenyina asem krono aso nyini mfiri o say Supreme Court Justice. Is it possible?
I said the premise of the Constitution normally nyana wo mo ye. Woman say betimi the suburbia bowa active justice be you but enka opposition as a
Supreme Court Justice.
That's why they separated the two.
I see. Mami Musa sa asem kese wo ye siem se sa abakosem chemu ya Kwame Nkrumah pension ye hu bi akokosa na MC we ne toso emienu na mo de mo na mo nim
there be akokosa no Nkrumah san yi sa akode.
Okay, on also CJ.
Oh you say sa akode na subsidy akokosa.
Eno say yi sa akode.
Say ni ana opese sa akode ye na sa akode say won to be.
Enti every one ye nhye da nya bisa. Bepemene.
Every hono there be anytime Ekufuado eba after coup no nso no serve ne term no na oye 1969 constitution no so ema on ote constitutional commission proposals no on ote na onwati 1970 69 22nd August ye call second republic no nso na yin ceremonial president and the ono intemara na oko contest no bi oni olewu enti no yan cheda enyi no ono anana oko yo ne politics na odisio enti buzia efa banaman na ode banaman ba ante fobia anto ata na a champion betu buzia ante omuyi banaman epi ho ohun na on the Agye crap ba enti no yan history no akoye bisi basa bi
akoye tifanto
president ebeyi na naku aba na no so ko ba say ano from 92 ebepem sabi no ye political parties no na womo trigger removal of the Chief Justice and the president parties no womo campaign messages no ma omo ye we okayen hu on kayen hu we okayen hu okayen eno no na ya nhwe yi a that is the higher nkenka yi Kwame Nkrumah ne buzia eti wa eti Rollins Abreso ebe nka na nka ye hu to ye nkakra o the demand so Bobie Ansah 24th September 79 31st December 81 na so oko. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Coming one. Anka yenfa wenye usiehu bi. Na oman no entumi enkasa entre parties mienu no.
Lawyer Kafrao, honanka meba busa say. Ensusa so be na we benya on the judicial service.
Torkonu removal nangata there. I don't think that in itself is any big news, because right from nomination, it was fraught with problems, and it could be predicted. Say I'm sure aban fufuo bi ba na enye na nado MPP aban Abia na mekonya no be shake kakra. So me, I'm not surprised. My surprise will be the person the president is going to nominate. If the president wants a corrective measure there, the president must stick to na
hello. Solomon Usu abekansa. Solo akwaba.
Yeah, Gronto.
Boko there.
Nyamia ya ni die we.
So nkoba na eguso ene ora ansansare di and I am so I'll so and the issue is about I think today then Kebab discussing about Akwatia and it's so unfortunate though we see a very interesting
man proposes
and God
disposes.
Okay so God but here we are Araba Torkonu Isaba so Yango
over solo just 1 minute
for the debut after 1 minute
question bizarre say
debut after 1 minute
Obi Ansah can say Araba Torkonu can still go back to the Supreme Court no ko na Juma say Justice of the Supreme Court despite Yinedi as a Chief Justice no jitu mu no o kire say procedure no also ni nipa na adwum because the procedure is different but nana me common sense when you leg about me common sense from this same constitution no it say automatically Araba Torkonu should not be able to go back to the bench no because we read Article 46 and I was say a justice of the superior court or a chairman
Article 46
46 146 or say or say a justice of the superior court or a chairman of the regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence on the grounds of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from the infirmity. Over a year 2 now say a justice of the superior
clause
court
2
yes clause 2 no or say a justice of the superior court of judicature or chairman of the regional tribunal may only be removed in accordance with the procedure specified in this constitution, which is the one incompetence, misconduct, and as any infirmity. It uber to know what say when it comes to the high superior court, any regional tribunal, now, you can only remove them based on this. And based on the petition of the choir, no, it has been established. Say Araba Torkonu first one misconducting itself. Enti uzi na ka say wa misconducting itself enti you know as a chief justice name obetima kwa koye na
anyway you see the constitution
I disagree.
The constitution comes with legal interpretations which is different from common sense
but on the face of this one
anyway
legal interpretation be a common sense in your
yes say the common law no but it comes with interpretations so
but the truth of the matter is say on say ye Paul Afoko free so so issue the same issue they play.
The Hontobosu
Paul Afoko was the chairman of the MPP. The time I Paul Afoko no the same questions that the public say and they say you know as a chairman and as a as a member of the MPP. Because then we in a chairman there he still becomes a member of the MPP or bet you are contesting the next election
so
bad. So the one they said they say so long as why Bonnie are clear from both chairman and member of the MPP.
That is MPP's leadership legal interpretation.
But I agree with Honto. Say nipa na e Bonnie I didn't find this in this misbehavior no. Ya che no ho. Obi a wedi zemunu say na so be judge ya say gemu afina go bi di zemunu mo kwabla no kura wom no say a bad counsel efutufun efutubone ene ma Torkonu abedum bembenso obeduye na sa dotofi wana wa MPP wono de bia me kase odi omanu achi aho ansa na be hu na ye pani toto anase pani hu asem yi ba ya na wafidie so be betena asem ma me ko negotiate to exit ne ja hoko
Sata no mu fi se mama kwa kono ngofo ready bi. Ja ho ne ko. Ko so nim fomu a o so hu de biade beko. Ana onya ko Vincent ase fomu aye meeting se ase for ninkan. Enko test what test no. Ably supported by Godfrey Dabe. And a she ho. A she we ana me amenu akwabda bonfe. Enso ne group we o census and ye yomuso ekotra omulak o Supreme Court. Anko ya na maame na opemu bites. Ono ato aso Supreme Court.
Opemu bites ne.
Opemu na ha no bites no. Ono ade to aso Supreme Court na ono anafo e de hwe ho. Yenya nka bi nhemu anu odash ko High Court. High Court Attorney General respond anu obo hwi Abuja. Osade ekoduru ECOWAS. Yanka bi ansem sa nyoma we nyina akoso no asanso aye press conference akeka na adwena kire Ghana man nyina. Na yemi de se kwamna report re bae no. Yesi raba Torkonu frɛ nipa maku dumienu 12 witnesses. Ene keka nsem e mare bi expert ongeka nsem ma no. Ana ora Daniel Ofori kwamna mabafia bekase ya na nkofo ka ora Ofori ho asemo a ase ade bi atete ase obi a wo mo bra bi oni na ne ba bi na obako frɛ se Torkonu wo ho for petition bi keke for Christ's sake kwamna ye nyina advert ba ko na ehwe no TV so black and white right watch out for ora Daniel Ofori ni company ni white apple di nkofo ni mu no.
Oh okay.
Oh yes. He is the largest single investor of Ghana Stock Exchange. In fact, Ghana Commercial Bank, he is the third largest investor. Oko Societe Generale, he is the third largest investor. Oko SIC, he is the fourth largest investor. Enterprise Insurance, or the CK won't say tele. I don't know, Obi or yet businessman, no, baby, Odina Grove pay a court. Na wono na ko hu se court wo mo se ho na mudi se mu na bese mo de mu 2x4 law na mo sua na mo fa mo bra bi aba ma trotro rulings is a munu go a na wo ye pani ni wa tena o man abra started Whitechapel ngete no di 15 years mo nyina ho muta ma mo free mo kola ni lego homba mo na se ya pese na mo nyini ya na mo beto no amo je se mo de pani be di se mu no na wa petition na o man pani e de fa process mu na yes you are who born.
Oh, so the petitioner is not mere
before no crime me say people must go and read about the profile of Daniel Ofori as a obia ye kana sama ya mumu kasa no wanda invest o manim wonu ni ekobank dia no besa muri no court wo so wo match look dia na go for referee se ku ekufo ado eteso no professor Kwaku aza one petition and the Torkonu the decision to remove her no starting and go for such a break ekufo ado teso
petition against Torkonu, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kwa hwe ekufo ado reason a wo digital so se on petition so say Kwaku aza ode petition e ba no petition ni liki ansa na wono ekufo do edu no to no kwa de enye nsem na ewom ni hia no o hwehwe mra wakohwehwe Ghana mra ni ma ba bia gobetu di akɔche professor Kwaku aza ato na to prison o ba bi kra say wono de ade breme yakofo do awa ma na leke semkunu kwa but you know this nipa were disappointed me Torkonu kunu.
Why are they
husband
why are they
you can say husband the word English word husband they say who protect adia ye kenyina what is a sakibem and je Torkonu nkwa na ebo be man tini be harmless ana Torkonu family o akwa bia otimechire ho me feature friend Torkonu opie no mbo ndi oh mona bon nam court no oko kan be kame That man should have seen right in between the lines. Says, MP before we are a better watch here. Politics aspect of business in Guano. Nanka, what culture of Bass Obey? Equa, Minu Mirina Dachi, Yababa Bay, Assam, Yanchi, Uncle negotiating free mom go baby. Yedum.
But I've heard people talking about these negotiations. What is it? No,
I mean, sometimes assemble so a penny. You're on benefit of one more on the frame at the Chief Justice position. You see, a judiciary was some yeka. And in order not to drag the name of the position into mud, you can free. No, I resign from position.
And as I know, I can't be uncle if you be abandoned as well as BBS. So let's go.
Abandon share, say individual and petition.
No, abandon as well as a process, which is legal.
Say legal na ye cano.
It should be for legal process Monday or about the legal process there on negotiating.
So you need to say you ma me ni fro. Na ye ni fro no so ma baba reza ni fro na fro. Ye go kuma so. Bana, wo si obi a be petition ye ni fro. Me a wo dia fam me so okay. Ma reza e bi na go hwem.
Yo.
En ga sam na ntwa. We back me anu kura kechiro. I'm so na me nya sure say ma me be come back. So I'm second petition no second. Na wa ga be come na. First you kura do abo for me. Na second no mo hwe bu no makwa gi salary a wa gi nyina na de. Enti achemo but me feel say next time you am man 2 months 1 month bi yen clear from yen koyanim. So futu a futu boni a omode man no. Oma bani o teso de menya hwe so wa boni bia wo constitution na la me twen na there is a time I person who say abani say no sa commonwealth say lawyers as de no any England as judge ya person musa issues as hunu bio mo ya ne ti kromo akobo de ngofo ye hu say mo issue statement da that I'm saying you two atia to say mo issue statement da Chief Justice di se munu na se obi de take one na so ma ne fa ne mremu a na ma tro letter tentente ya tsa de ye da so som obi na so obi wa o ene ti kwam na we de ye ne kwan mo ano na enye sue hunu aba ne se no obi akotra ho a obeye study na wadi no kre 21 cases of misbehavior ene na ora ofori cite and your mama kuma what you say as a committee no omo receive 10,000 evidence that has it crossed your mind evidence makuma got 10,000 on
I don't sure
from both sides that just said nipona o petition no answer na wo ko na wo gina na so enya kwahwe pa evidence say abede dwa say chief justice no kuta 4 lawyers representing
with 12 witnesses.
12 witnesses. And Mr. Foreign so far beaten by one and lay difference, no? With 13 witnesses. Every free judiciary one gasa judicial service. Oh man no me aduma. Eti mo mi afan be ye mo politics stand no say about to us about politics.
We nya amanyosem. This is pure law and the law is the law.
The law is the law.
No.
To cover the ABC no. Ya say omo ma council wo mu no. Say be o men ntemna obia ebibe frimu se bibe shemu. Near credit.
All right, good one. But my bomb of 5 on Aquatia, so I was starting with Aquatia. I've seen videos from the MPP. The Obewu. If you run to Akramo Betu.
Oh, what can we say?
Yes, your master say. You never say Pietro Bako.
Omo Gasa.
And say Malaman Qua, and your soft beko. Almost Bako, so almost Baku, the CIA big chat. Just and 70 a Dawson, almost my bomb.
Why was our bomb?
MPP shot Aquatia one a dear.
The son of you never to own. Seven quanaji.
Anagi.
Seven quana.
But Aquatia so far.
So far, is you or my other coyes animal, Yana, million among Aquatia, Mamma money now. Or one bay as animal, Monte Crono. I want a lesson and opportunity to know about for police stations no more home. Or free wa no ma do no for no makoda. omo jamo ti e bromoa na adwena ya bobo abana wi no na omo se da so na network na nya duba eke wo ha kan beto mboa omo dwane the club no say akwatia no e swing seat. It could be anybody's game. But so far, from where I sit, no information, I'm making free ground. So it looks like the NDC could win the seat with this. Now, no, I am attention at them. Meaning, I bet if you could cast them, say, I could tell when we MPP and we near or the seat better one. What do you want? Or minimum the same to my and then you remember grant another interview or radio church of Bobo, it's radio, or graduate or more and more or some more recording to to both are no partner who's a nya na no agya to so na say me ka say so anya free and fair marriage are not their shame we are no point to this say anya free and fair and obi on cast on the come back to so MBB lusu aba is a move say audio the government say the befi that say befi on go for their ground this go for befi
ade
so ko share bottle time no war free zones na ya na nyama won ho the boys you share mo be eja won ho channel te froda ni beto mo ne mo be 1 and 2 ato ko for dia de ho na ni diagro to kwa na boys ni dey enye bibi tafre sesi ano eja no ni ho tu nu e kwa what to bi park kwa car no wo kwantifi wa wu ase o dash nkwa na onu ye and it's mama for the
pass no sum no
wo yi pass na as a pa la it ono no nkahu but message so a obo candidate ne dey ba owu enka baw
but all the video no
ma hwehwe na say na say the politics ya grow
arewo
kwa na ya ngwa pe bisini bi ani e be kakra no de mu hu ekro mu ananye o
ba bia me free ni ba bia makodi no
da obetia ya isisi adwensa kira dey ba o because I said you man kopa na ngofo bi so obo kopa meta ko se mama me no bi enu a na gwada abi a opposition ayi
Brankra na yanko per city bi
ko per city ba no ama sama be bo no
etufo na me de be ma electric efutuo me de be ma ayi akwatiefo on say elections you we elections are na nia ka no your development nso ejina sana o MP e wo lobbying skills na say ye fa no say development be ba okrum ana wo constituency na ejina the party in government and then the MP in government because sika omudima common fund for na MP common fund no enye sika bia ebetimi edi development ema constituency na mum at least etimi boa somehow to assist some constituency say obi ko school obi ewu obi pe moi in the health sector ni ekeka hu. So this is the time akotiefo enhwe how ombeto abano enye sadia development ebeko honom no ebe ya dia ebe hadwin in the first place omuwo issues of road network akotia
almost say see na ndis for twa kwan
oh say adia da hoda ye call talents no mu twa kwan ye call by election ayawa so na sa time anadwukura na Lydia enenam grader so ni nia ekeka hono mu tade the constituency ni na anadwukura na omu ye so adia omu ye to at least get more votes but ye election no beba so but we need to look at near here as a constituency say school diner here then of course to abapa because it is something that would enhance development say suo ni problem even though to abama NDC and our MPP say the government in power prioritize social amenities ɛyɛ deɛ ya ekotia benya ne chefa but ebegina the MP elect and the MP mo electing no ɛnyɛ saa deɛ if the MP is MPP and the party in government NDC ebe ha adwin to the extent say the MP lobby skills no ebe ba from oba ho a obetwa mo ntro say oh mo nim say ma ba ntiso ntimi ye na mum obeba ba epe mu vote no obeka che mo say oh mutuma me I can give you this, I can give you that. But if NDC is in power and NDC candidate a winner, obefie me fear for no. Say ye hear say mum my dia ebe ha adwin ye psa ko ho a minim ya mebeka. But the NPP candidate ewo asemba ko pe a obeka che say tamalfo obeka say me papa me ma me need them. Me papa fie na meti. But me ma me ni fie. So that is what Akwetia NPP say ye tuma NPP a. That is the only song a obe sing. Say me papa fie. But me ma me need them. Nti me ni obi a me be kɔ ne nkyɛn ekɔsra no nsuo ana ekɔsra no kwan a me de be brɛmo. Nti muntwɛn up till 2028 say yesa to aba na NDC elusi ansa na MPP beba. So for how long? So this is something that we should consider. The electorate of Akwetia omon consider we because say enyame fan say look na NSCOME obi a opposition na o promise mo say mema mo aloro kwan mema mo school dan mema mo nsuo na nyame eto ne nsa frɛ no na esa be by election now yɛhyɛ ase na NDC aba na kyerɛ sɛ the promises na oyɛ no enu na bɛba so no what do you say ɛnyɛ sɛ watwom ntro nyame wa promise ama NDC so it is there say MPP NDC ebe den ebe to so time na o hyɛ mo bɔ no na adwene sɛ MPP bɛsa awini
yeah
nti sisi a no wɔkɔ na nyame ɛkyɛdeɛ nti yɛbɛyɛ by election na mo anto abapa na mutuma NDC MPP dia na kyerɛ sɛ mo hia mo sa mo pɛ ehia na mutimu no so it is clear say these people would vote wisely if indeed say omu hia aloro kwan omu nia school dan omu hia nso ana any other development then that means NDC is the party they should vote for nemom say you vote ema a lawyer na lawyer no ebe de fie ebe catch omu say oh me dey won say me a first timer. The people should make sure say the lawyer should not get the opportunity because the people of this country is well awakened. The electorate see no enye nia obeba be ma omo say giwe 10 Ghana 20 Ghana no na ehia
they don't need it
they need development and that is what it is paramount to every constituency. So see no the signal send me bra ka no the signal for me na last week ni nyina no Nessa signals no was very clear. Say the people want development, and the development can only be seen if you to aba ema NDC because omu power. Now say okwabna who power and I need it from you. What do? I need to come to you. I find ways and means to get it. But say utu abama obi I want to mean enko ben baby a power wo. And then the only thing is chop money or ba say a year secura or honoma or beka che say minifua. What you say who worry or beka che say nyabotre member pa. Say nsuo ye be lobby na we ba beka che say common fan buy. Ni nyina ne ya de a ebe ha Akwetia. So Akwetia fo say mutie ya mumbo mode na to aba. Aba pa ebe bremu yi a lot of kwan ebe bremu nsuo ebe bremu key development ehia mo.
All right, thank you. On to our family.
Over Akwetia, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia once again has proven to Ghana for say ninim die wo form nyansa e wo form wasa prove to Ghana for say oye samale obekan a kwabena the boy na friend is saying the boy na wuye no kwabna Boadu wuye no kwabna Boadu maame be kan no radio so national radio so say omo de abrante no to mpamu no ba omia ba ya ba omia se opese
wasi ba omia kum ne ba
first wasi ba omia kum ne ba omo sa de da no kra no ba omia ba ya obepama busiafo nyina frifru no ho ana one na yire Samira ekwohye funu omo tu punu loke no for hours na omo koyo omo kohwe no ne atrocho Arabic ewo abrante no kokoso ni mu ni atrocho now but me asa confirm say indeed o Samale one na first time o me hu say nsukumi awanya ni baby kono because say ye to aba na ye challenge ni say wamfa kwampa so na we ni ye nti eno we
na da no de wanwu no okogina adaka
mo se se kafa mafa a anka abo achechede afa bomofo kan
da bi wo okogina adaka wanwu
se ye do bi court
ai and the pressure about pressure kum nipa
na pressure kum nipa anka dachi kwesi anka ye de ni finshi ana mienu because dachi kwesi ye de ne court for more than 3 years. Yamani tina fie eka chense woni wo kwan so ofra no se mrahye bedwane woni kwan so otu ni nansi parliament yam pepa ni dim free emrahye bedwanwoma num 1 year ansa na yekoba election jachi kwesi yedi na asema ye ni nwie akufo ado gina platform so kan so we jbel ye bed yedi ni ko nsawom entimo bi aha no sabre no na saba omi akpopo gbirigbiri enam asenof so kwa commission asrutef ama nyakopo so mansuo puno heavy one ama asrutef ni say commission sa flade ye enti MPP they have no shame na MPP and coming to realization say kanenu a na obetimi editro a commit crime wa bemu na Ghana for the after 1 year now be a ref and the internet doesn't forget mo records no bibia everything is there na abrante no a omo say omo friends suman the son of friend no a asimedu no cry mobo so be ya mo share campaign as no so pa say wa twe na sa bo no kefet na no angaza ko ka say eneskumia ha no was what had pa one more edomia odi eja ne se on ehwobo o minim so video na was it edomia odi eja ne se ono na ma mahwo mu ya wa ha ne pa o se na skumia ha no we to akachira kwatia for say aduma no ontumi nye eso sen no enti na say diketi aka say aduma no so sen no
kumi we ya ha me
was it ti aha ti we wa hanu wa papa oje edom a omugina owo munya se edom bebebe obi omajami wa hame ti edie na kire se obi a ne ti esi ne konso se nipa oso okoto abama sa akoi wa give you up
he's giving up
eduma no tumi nye woni mu nim die bia aba onya lucis wa fon wanu no ho say o man ho kwa man before ye no yodum de no koy na me kote a na bi say security ni bi anaso obi obehu no wo akwatia wo say wo hye mask bia no omo MP before there omo be consider so a criminal so they will treat him as such just few months ago na MPP wo na bi o kwa campaign na o share military regalia akode ene show bulletproof nyina na show
there be o enye ho na bi ekoso ho ya ye bo live band na o she camo military camo na soja for dinachi so
aya waso wasogo enkrofo mu kodi enyama nsem na omo she mass under MPP 8 years police dampari police omu cooperation a asumade wa bona suma asumade shem tenten se boga kupali
wa hu omo bo omo hwinim
asumade shem kawa shem enya asumade po kawa
omo bo omo hwinim ebo omo asumebu omo bo omo ni achi
yes
No, we are Negroes.
less than a year ago.
Yes.
And I will because who so be massa or a criminal you think that's the solo car no na na bi bedu se ba hwani ehunu
Obedu nada.
general secretary ba hwani ehunu sa papa ya also won wodi ni be betwe that guy has never been serious on kanya sasem dan on kanya sasem so dan wawu
Abu.
na election de MPP are losing in advance na NDC for so musua de yes say ensuo beto kwasi ada be da sha se fi mi nda nwumre ensuo so beto aya na from medical eti transem na MPP for plan here way back 1 month ago MPP for ka say omo the tax be ko ho ento mo reactivate omo vigilantes ni nyina NS kumi 1 week ase subaya MPP for da na di ebra se di nketia national chairman any MPP for ko yi ase no e kire se MPP for aye ready so be kosi mayhem e wo china by election no na bi nka se mi nto se ya se di nketia na ndisi for dress no de bae no na enya appropriate se omo dress na enye
improper dressing
enya improper dressing ti e na omo prevent na wo na bi wa dress papa da wo dress papa da enti NDC for mo so MP for so mebo ammo am ho aposi for do mo yo madwuma abane yakọ akoto monto na sundwie mu nemu obi obesi asundwie ho kwan bia no ye make sure say ye manipa no enye obstacle to a peace and free fair elections.